Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not even spending this one.
And he's not spending a whole lot of time in lane anymore. He got his levels. He wants to just go running around killing people with ruptures, and they're going to go for the kill on Chalice here with rupture follow-up, but of course he can just TP if he wants. He's got FY sitting behind him. A lot of options for an Enchantress against it.
Don't be mad.
Set up there from FY. Don't think they can actually kill him. Goes straight for the kill on Matumbaman against 2. Will TP away. Bye-bye Rupture. No cares here.
I know we keep pointing it out, and I'm sure chat noticed too about the lineups, but it's still funny every time it happens. I'm still wildly entertained when people pick no-stun lineups. It's always just like a, what did you expect?
Such a weird, like...
Middle tower is under attack.
They don't...
it's like that, you know that meme with the guy who falls off the bike? How could this happen?
13 back. Small number.
Again,
Chalice taking a lot of damage. Ame positioning himself. Lay out some damage. GH is going to try and escape with a tether, but he may just run into Ame. They're going to put some damage on a mind control. Wisp comes in, just going to die right alongside his Bloodseeker.
oh man.
Double kill for him, maybe sneaking in behind Miracle. Can he actually kill him with a Laguna Blade? Not quite enough, he doesn't even go for the LSA.
Not even very close to the Blink Dagger on this FY Earthshaker though. Still, pretty crazy combination. Already up 5,000 gold. But Maulana might just go down again as maybe goes to the TP this time around. Joke's on you.
Radiant's top tower
Does end up going inside of his own fountain.
That's one way to do it, Cap.
Yule's Scepter is going to be a bit slowed down as a result, while the Armlet is up for Miracle.
Radiant's
But
top
LGD,
tower is
PSG,
under
LGD, they've already taken the tier 1 tower at the
Radiant
top lane. They're going to keep
structures
going
are
onto the tier 2.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rotations from LGD. FY setting up to be able to defend mid. See if LGD is going to TP rotate, see if they can catch Miracle perhaps while he's low. Miracle's just manning up, he's going to take this tier 1 mid tower. So they're just going to trade towers apparently.
Radiant are scanning.
I'm not sure why you just give up that mid tower.
FY does have a TP. And that's all you need to say about that.
The most powerful weapon. What a win. 4 heroes with all their like magical spells in the game. Or
GH
one boy
trying
with
to
a
go for the
TP.
quick pick off on him. Fortunately, a
Dire's
small
bottom
tether
tower
away.
is under attack.
Just run. No one can do anything to you guys.
This must feel like a great game to play at Clink. You just go, you try for a kill. If it fails,
Truly, there are no consequences in life.
maybe this is just like the long. Liquid's gonna get them used to playing recklessly aggressive.
Yeah, it's like some BSJ 6D chess or something.
Smoke up from LGD. They spot mind control. Slow him down with the Fisherman. Hit GH and backline as well. GH still tries to come in and save mind control's life, but LGD, they knew about that, so they threw everything they had. Echo Slam edge.
Oh, they don't have TPs.
They're gonna try and come in. Miracle slowing down Chalice. Does manage to get on top of it with the light break. On the other side, though, maybe managed to get the immediate stun on the mind control. He's already dead. Bloodright goes out alongside the Rupture. Maybe still decently high HP, and Chalice finally goes down. The heal wasn't going to be quite good enough, but Matumbaman, he's trying to get the kill on M1 before he can complete his TP out. He does end up going down, though. 2 for 4 for LGD, trying to chase down the last remaining member of Liquid, and it is Kuro without boots. trying to outrun a Treads Ame. That's not going to work, my friend. That is going to be a team wipe. LGD trade a support and a core for all 5 of Liquid.
The funniest thing is that LGD, when they're in desperate situations, even when it's unlikely, they just go for the TPs anyways.
Yeah. Like FY just TPing.
FY's just
everybody.
like, let's see what happens. And yeah, mother. So, you've got a hood on Chalice.
Uh-huh.
Just very tanky. I thought he was gonna die in that engagement when he got jumped on by that Huskar.
Yeah. Takes so little damage. I mean, they don't even have like big burst damage, you know?
Yeah.
They've got some magic damage, but it isn't bursty either.
Oh, this
so
is
no
cool
stuns,
though.
no burst.
This is one way to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Provided you don't accidentally both die. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Mind control.
Chill. You can't right-click Roshan.
Everything's fine. Okay, there you go. And 14 minutes into the game, you get a Roshan. That's the, I think the bothersome part about playing Liquid, is they just always do something.
Look at Ame! He just did that. He thought to himself, I could go for this kill, because I could just TP out afterwards. He ends up dying though, and that is 660 gold, give it a miracle. So, follow that up with the Roshan kill with the kill on Clinks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
There's
attack.
small comebacks here. Blink Dagger coming in pretty quick here. 600 gold for FY. Shadowblade for the Lina. Our Clinks is pretty close to a Desolator.
Dire's top
Liquid
tower is
just
under
5 man
attack.
into some towers now with that Aegis. Take the tier 1 top. Pair. They're gonna use that time to get some good aggressive vision down. X-Nova has plenty of wards burn through.
I don't think there's a huge point in LGD just taking bad fights. It's still an Aegis Huskar who's got a Wisp sitting behind him. With effectively 3 lives.
And because they have no stuns, you can super aggressively push down lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures.
So they're just
are
going to continue to assault that top tower, and this is finally going to trigger a response from the side of PSG. They want to take this fight as they're going to run into mind control. X-Nova taking control of top field.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the freezing field. They've already blown up mind control with the help of Laguna Blade, but a
The
rupture.
instant buyback.
He already has the invis. Finally, they throw down a sentry. Maybe it's gonna try and run outside of range. Turns around, goes for the kill on a miracle. Finishes him off. That's gonna be the Aegis though. Kuro's gonna die on the side here. GH comes in with a saving grace.
Everyone
a big
is
poison
so
Nova
low.
goes out. They're all low. Chalice is trying to clean up these kills on the supports, but they're hidden away in trees. Finally, FY with the vision gives Chalice the opportunity to clean him up. Echo slam down, goes for the kill on a miracle. They finish him off as well. A relocate in from GH into the back lines. He thought he was going to help the Huskar out. Instead, he may just be food for Ame. As a Fisher stops him from being able to retreat, Ame gets that double kill.
Matsu, nice TP.
Matsu does manage to TP out, but still, another bad fight for Liquid as LGD clean him up.
And that was with the Aegis too.
Yeah.
Did not make any difference in the world.
And a buyback. So that was basically 7 heroes in that fight.
And this Huskar, yes, you deal some damage, but this Enchantress just chunks you.
And the way it starts, it's just so bad that they have to throw everything they have to kill a Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, mind control's just...
Yeah.
And the fact that maybe played this really well. The way he backed out of the Sentry until that part where he killed himself on the Rupture again. He would have died.
Invisibility.
And they just kite Miracle. I mean, the pure damage of an Enchantress, the heavy physical damage of Enchant Totem, like, you've got a lot of good heroes versus Huskar.
Which is weird because they last picked that Huskar.
Yeah. We're going to see FY catch him at top of man. Again, GH tries to come in, tries to save somebody with the tether, but there's just too much heavy fast damage from LGD. Guna Blade, Echo Slam, the Desolator damage from Klings.
Hey, the funny thing is GH does have the least amount of deaths on us.
Not in this game. We are at 172 troops, by the way. Our max is 175. Save the trees! Don't do it, guys.
Regeneration.
It's okay. I've kind of given up on that stat. Like, I just figured the Bloodseeker would get it just because, I mean, it's tempting.
And then he just kept going for the kill. Enchantress. Like, he was trying to assert his dominance through hero. CS. F5. Nice. Fisher block from Tumbaban. Has nowhere to escape. He pops the Poison Nova. Miracle's going to come in. Maybe they can actually kill Ame with a Global Silence. He can't get away. They trade off 1 for 1. FY slides away to the trees, but farther up. Chalice trying to kill Curl. Has perfect vision thanks to that high ground ward. Will be able to take him out. Back over. Another jump forward from Miracle. Claims the support life of X-Nova. Now he's going to challenge Chalice as well next to a shrine. He's feeling pretty good about himself. Another life break up after the Force Staff was used, so Chalice may just burn to death here before he can TP away underneath the shrine. He's going to be okay. The Hood helping him survive through that magic damage burn.
Somnus almost has a Lincoln Sphere. If you think about it, it's pretty useful. It'll stop the rupture. That's got ult.
As for me, invisibility.
And then BKB for Ame. That combination of magic immunity plus strafe. You just pop out in a fight and you're just... No one can challenge you.
People challenged him before in this game.
76% win probability.
That seems about right.
Yeah, it's feeling like it.
And you can still take one sick fight on the side of Liquid. And if LGD overcommits, that's what Liquid is really good at, getting teams to overcommit.
Why is invisible right now? Has a Fisher, lays it out to be able to stop Tumbaban from getting anything up, but Miracle's now come in, and they go straight for Ame. He's already halberded up, he can't get any damage in return, so they trade 1 for 1, and are now going to be able to chase down some heroes. Mind Control, who'd already used the Rupture. Would they relocate back from the Wisp? Looks like they don't have enough tools to go for more. Miracle thought he was hiding in the trees, but PSG LGD actually knew. Chalice Force Staffs himself out, still gets hit by the Blood Right as well as the last word. Takes a lot of damage when PSG LGD are basically just daring Liquid into this fight. They're going to be able to catch Mind Control, Dual Scepter into the stun, a fast blow up with Laguna Bay. And now FY, he has an Echo Slam ready to go. Global Silence goes down. Miracle sees his opportunity. He's going to jump forward, goes for the kill into maybe, gets hit. Echo Slam holding in Miracle. The pure damage from Chalice onto the side. Beautiful positioning from this Enchantress. We'll be able to find both of these kills. Chalice set that up right. He saw that they were in a nasty position, separated himself from the rest of his team, allows himself to be able to get the easy return kill on that Huskar.
They do lose Alina for it, but doesn't even matter. Any sort of trade for them at this point is fine.
Yeah.
And now it's going to build up into an 8k lead. 22 minutes in, Liquid starting to just get outpaced here.
And this Bloodseeker's looking useless. I mean, this guy, he probably had the best laning phase of all, and all he's got is a Vanguard Ring of a Kill on that. It's looking like one of those useless 3 positions that just kind of gets blown up every fight.
You're not far off.
As you
this
can
is
see
a Vanguard
from this one.
Bloodseeker. It's like, what are you going to do with this hero?
Yeah. Mind Control just pops his head a little bit too far out. Baby. Dual Scepter, and you know, like from that moment, he's dead. I think Global just came up was part of the problem.
Yeah, maybe if you had it like half a second earlier.
Yeah, you have it 3 seconds earlier where he's trying to go for the Eul's play. Once they, you can see it, like once they lose Miracle, the fight's over.
The damage just drops off.
They are all getting halberds, though. Halberd Matumba Man, Halberd Miracle. Then Line Control is going to get guard, which still helps a lot. Low physical damage height.
Liquid. Feels like they're just kind of meandering around this road. They don't want to give it up, just in case.
Okay. What, like, for people who just don't get it, who are just memeing around, okay, we're gonna have to wait. That's a 5-man smoke up running into FY, who is in this with a 4-man Echo Slam. Fisher on the 5, executes Kuroki, and now he hopes his team will be able to bail him out. That is a death well spent, my friend, as this team fight has surely got to go the way
of
LGD. A nice relocate out, though, with a buyback there of Kuro, and managed to buy the time for the relocate away, and now Liquid is actually getting a successful retreat. They may just lose GH here as he comes back from the relocate. They're going to try and fight. They actually brought Miracle back in. Go straight for the kill onto Chalice. He's already dead. Liquid. A 4-man Echo Slam into a 5-man Fisher, and they still walk away with a victory.
Okay, so Liquid might just get the second Roshan of the game. The buyback has been committed. If you're going to fight, though, you got to get in there now. The wards are going to keep them away. That is going to be an Aegis cheese on the side of Liquid. She's on a GH, so effectively you've got another life for both heroes. And all of a sudden, this is what we said, Liquid can just sometimes have these random fights.
FY was so far away from the rest of his team, but that just looked too good for him to jump on. Ame has the BKB. He goes straight for Curl. Couldn't actually kill him. They have actually a heal come out.
Ame, he's trapped.
Now Ame's dead. Managed to get a 3-man Fisher, a little bit more damage. He's walking himself away. He gets out with a freezing Phoenix. X-Nova, let it go, baby. Yule Scepter onto Miracle. They're going to stall it
still in the air.
As long as possible. He still managed to get the stun off the LSA. Come down. Miracle is dead. What? Maybe not. A little bit of armor toggle. Can he actually do something? There's too many stuns.
That's a 5-man wipe. Chalice with the ultra kill. An emphatic win in that team fight. Ame barely survives because he just kind of walks away.
BKB. Woo. Skeleton walk it off.
This is the kind of matchup that we are expecting between these two teams. That's what we're getting. It is delivering in spades while holding the attack. And they want to try to force some more buybacks. They know that Kuro doesn't have one at the very least. And here we go as they start mounting up high ground. They've got a siege wagon with them too. And the tower goes down so quickly. Ame already at full HP. They should be able to get at least one set of racks clean out of this. The question is if you go top, and they indeed are.
Searing arrows, they just make such short work of buildings. Jump in. Matumba Man trying to get off the poison. No, but he doesn't get anything off. The Fisher from FY hits him as he blinks.
The TP
and FY TP just right in front of their face. He pops a fairy fire just to make sure he won't die to the damage.
I'm not sure why. He had like 450 health.
He had a ton of HP.
Okay, did they just use relocate for some bounty runes? Sure.
They did.
I like it.
You know, I played late game against a Wisp who got to level 25. And he got the cooldown. Oh, look at that. Ame, he's dropping so low. And then a 3-man Fisher from FY, and he just walks away.
If they get that... I don't actually...
If they get that kill, they still lose the fight. But they feel a little bit better about the fight.
FY must just look at the enemy, like he looks over the hill and he just starts laughing. He probably thinks it's hilarious. Because he has so many stuns. He's so rich in stuns. And Liquid is so poor in stuns.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
It's got infinity more stun. Got the Shadow Blade. Blink is going to go for the BKB next, so he doesn't have to worry about all that stuff.
Radiant's bottom
Magic
shrine
damage.
has
Venomancer. And Ame, he's trying to get the MKB. If he gets off the BKB before a Halberd comes out, and he has the MKB, then Halberds are pretty much useless at that point.
Yeah.
That should help. But again, he is not the only one who has to pump out the damage. Chalice is also getting in. He really hasn't had to worry about the Halberd disarm a whole lot. As Clinks has been the focus. He's just been able to chill out, throw some inter shots where he goes.
Radiant
We're going to see that Echo Slam. You can see how far away he is from the rest of his team, but look at that. That is too gorgeous not to go for it. I can't blame FY one bit for calling. He gets an instant kill on a silencer, forces a buyback as a result. But you can see, Liquid can still win fights, even without stuns. Ninja's Rune or Miracle does give them some form of initiation. What they really want, though, is that Blood Rage Venomancer to blink in Poison Nova, and then a relocated Huskar to clean everything.
Yeah. FY, Invis. There's a sentry on the ground, though. He's got to be a little bit careful here.
One in lane, one in the river. To make sure when Roshan is up. 17,000 gold lead for LGD. Experience even greater than that. 20k. But they are still cautious. Goes to show the respect they have for Liquid in the game. And they're also quite close to all of those items. We're talking about double NKBs. One has been picked up on a Chalice, but Ame still doesn't have his. Maybe the Shrine.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
And there's gotta be no rush for LG.
I mean, I think you're still comfortable with the type of lineup that you have. You can continue to scale from here. You just can't give up the... I don't even know if it matters, actually. You give up the third Roshan.
I mean, Ame's just taking melee racks right now. He's gonna BKB TBL.
Okay.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Really can't do anything about that. Joke's on you, Ame. You didn't even have to BKB.
Is anybody ever gonna get on? I'm like looking at the course and stuff and like nobody's really gonna build a site that buys. Maybe if Mind Control had more farm. Last item.
Yo, my man just finished his Crimson Garden. He's got 900 gold. Relax here.
30 minutes.
Slow your roll.
99% probability according to
99%? Ah, that's about right, actually. If LGD win a fight, the game's just done.
Meanwhile,
so
Liquid will probably have to win 3 or 4 fights just in.
I'd say if they won 3 fights clean.
Yeah.
With 3 heroes or more left alive.
Think they would be ahead or even?
They'd be even. Dota swings quite a bit, especially when you're down 20k. Every fight at that point matters quite a bit.
Alright, they've got their MKBs. Maybe, Ame, and Chalice. They're ready to go. They are ready! Selling some damage on a Miracle. Looking at the back line. Global Silence goes off. The initiation from FY is ruined, but he TP's right in front of him. Not going to be able to make it out today. Poison Nova goes down. Only hits a couple of heroes. Rupture on the back lines as well. Chalice pushes away Mind Control. He's going to die to those impetus shots. A buyback from FY does scare away the rest of Liquid. So, it may have won the battle for now. They can't get caught. Maybe almost spots out. They're going to be able to get the kill onto Matumba Man. Sure enough, may. That pretty easily.
That fight actually looks sort of okay for Liquid for a second.
In fact, he's got the global sound on top. Right as FY blinked in. Not a big perfect.
They still have Echo Slam. Gonna go for this high push, maybe try to force it back.
They have a life break range now over the Huskar, which will only really matter if Liquid can make LGD break. They can actually win the fight and start chasing down Hero. But at this point, PSG, LGD, they certainly have the upper hand. Especially with that global sound still on cooldown for another 45 seconds.
They want to end this game right now.
Shadowblade. Just hoping someone pokes their head out a little bit too far. They see Miracle. They're going to blow him up. They get him. He does have a buyback. Ame with a BKB tries to go for mind control next. They're going to wait for the BKB to wear out.
Ame's considerably slowed right now. The buyback.
There goes the buyback. Ame is super slow. He can't really get anywhere with the rupture and all that poison on him. Looks like they should be able to bring him down. Miracle still hoping to be able to get the kill on him. Maybe a long range jump onto him, but now stunned up by FY. LSA hits him as well. That's a dieback from him.
X-Nova
is still going strong with X-Nova right next to him. With the freezing field, Matumba Man turns around, goes for the poison Nova, but they don't have any cores left. It's going to be all poison damage to try and finish up the rest of PSG LGD, and it might have gotten X-Nova. He will die, but both FY and Chalice hold strong. They do a buyback. They're going to use it now, but it may be a little bit late. FY's already struck. He managed to kill GH. Matumba Man. Echo Slam onto him. GH with a buyback is going to be able to keep Matumba Man alive. Both FY and Chalice have dove deep behind the tier 3 towers, and Chalice will simply go for a TP out.
You can tell he instantly regretted that decision. The tower that was Crimson guarded up is not going to go down. Intrax did eventually fall to that top lane. There was no way that Liquid was going to be able to defend that one. There was some inevitability in it, and the gold lead does creep up, but Liquid does manage to hold.
Matumba Man did have to buy back, which means that his Aghanim Scepter, which is really important. He just got his level 20, so he got the Poison Nova duration. If he can actually get the Aghanim Scepter, it is a big increase in their damage, especially with Blood Rage. But they had to go for the contest on Roshan. They cannot wait items like PSG LGD can.
My just reward.
Might even wait for the next Roshan, as it is up. Liquid loves fighting around this objective just because there's more control around the area, just more fights that they can take. They've won the last 2 around this area.
Kill some of the vision. They do have Blood Right vision as well, but they don't spot that smoke. PSG LGD gonna start wrapping their way around, but they're going for the fast Roshan kill with the Blood Rage on him. Roshan, he's gonna die super fast, but Matumba Man's playing down. Does something about this. Really good Poison Nova, and Roshan finally does manage to fall. They're gonna pick up the Aegis cheese. Cheese chasing her. Look at that long jump from Life Break onto Chalice at the same time. Kuro does finally go down. Another Life Break. They just keep on jumping onto Chalice and will beat him down.
It's going to be quite the big streak, too.
Another jump. Life Break, maybe. He's going to be caught as well. That's going to be 2 cores who end up falling. Liquid. Can they turn this game around? A big Roshan fight does start a sliver of hope for Liquid. Relocate up. They're going to find another one. That's going to be X-Nova.
That is a significant amount of gold that they're just throwing the other way now.
Yeah.
That is 6,000 gold that they've just lost in Ame. Gonna get hit by the Wisp.
And now, Liquid, they have Aegis, they still have Cheese on GH, and they have the Refresher Shard on the Huskar. I'm not sure if
Radiant
you get that
scanning.
to Matumba, right? Or is double Poison Nova really not there? Maybe he keeps it just for double BK.
Double Hubbard.
Disarm, disarm. I mean, that fight was a dream for Liquid. They start off hitting like a 4-man Poison Nova. They kill Roshan like right as LGD are getting close. And then on top of that, it was just chaos. Heroes are isolated from each other. Miracle's able to just outnumber Chalice pretty easily. Help of his allies. But man, he's away. Good thing too, Ame. Just went hunting. Ame, who's trying to go for a late game Lincolns up against the Rupture and the Life Break that he has to worry so much about.
It's a BKB now, by the way, completed by FY. I saw him queue it up like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Ambitious.
Which one do you get on level 25? Magic Resistance or Enchant Totem?
I feel like he's gonna get Magic Res. There's a lot of value in it this game.
I think the only time you actually go Enchant Totem more is if you go. And even then, you still go Magic Resistance.
How do you like that, Eggs?
Oh, I love it. I actually think the Eggs, it's like...
So Liquid has cut the lead 7,000 gold. Not bad at all.
They still have these extra tools. But with 2 lanes of Rags down, they can't actually... Doesn't seem like they can be in the position to use this agent and take a tier 2.
Yeah. I mean, they're in no position to push. The Roshan fights are going so well because, I mean, it's open field. You get to dictate more of the pace. Crow's ult, he can just like hang back, toss it.
It forces the enemy team in a certain area, which is perfect. For Poison Nova and wards and stuff. Mjolnir neck. Is that really the best damage item?
I mean, it ups his attack speed. Magic damage is kind of nice.
Helps him clear out waves.
Yeah, if they get mega creeped for whatever reason and they want to continue to play on, that's always sort of a concern. Nobody hit 15 denies, by the way.
They're teasing us. Thing's sitting at 14. Mind Control needs 3 for us to battle.
Offering accepted.
Force down.
This'll come in handy.
That is certainly not the item progression that do you feel like he really needs that force down? Get away from the husk.
Yeah. He
So
needs the Hurricane Pike pretty badly.
Get a Hurricane. Push him away. Back, back. They just want kiting.
I mean, you want to extend the fight for as long as you can because you've got Bloodseeker and Venomancer.
Yeah, sure. But at the same time, LGD also need to kite the Husker.
Goes both ways. Everyone on the side of LGD building BKBs. They're reluctant to take another bad fight though. It's like, that's how you throw the game. And 5 minutes ago, this game looked unlosable. And now all of a sudden...
FY. Trying to force something out of GH. Just chills up on the high ground.
Now things are a little bit more reset. Neither side.
Do you think that LGD is being too scared?
I think they're just cautious right now. Maybe, I mean, there's an element of fear into it, because if you lose another fight, it doesn't take a lot. Like, one fight swings it 5k, 6k, right? Another fight will do the same. All of a sudden, they went from 1% to 6%. They gained 5 times the amount of winning chance on one one-hit like Cap. Do that twice more. Suddenly, you're ahead.
Who has the refresher? Oh, double global. Oh, a big force tap. That's gonna put Miracle in an awkward position. GH still gonna try to help him out with that damage reduction, and he's fighting strong. Echo Slam's not gonna be enough. He's still at the BKB going. Miracle jumps in a little bit farther. Does manage to finish off Ame, who immediately buys back. FY with his BKB. Shadowblade on the side, gonna be spotted. He will not escape. A 4-man Fisher before he dies, but neither one of the supports have buyback. Liquid win another fight. It did cost them double global.
Yes. But at the same time, little by little. And Ame bought back.
Yeah, that's a win condition available now for Liquid.
I can't even believe that this game is... What are we at now? What's the Dota puff? I like seeing this.
Well, first, we're going to... it's about 5%. Look at that long jump. They're thinking, oh, we force-staffed him out of position, but they've got Blinks, they've got GH Tether. And Miracle's BKB just lasted so long. FY couldn't handle it. Tried to go for that Echo Slam, but that was their 10-second BKB. pick off on Matumba Man, PSG, LGD. They may not be winning team fights, but they can certainly catch heroes out non-stop.
Slowing a little bit of the momentum at least.
Big advantage, both Lina and Enchantress do scale pretty well into the late game. We've got now the level 5 impetus damage for Enchantress. I like Kuro's very realistic. He holds no delusions about him turning. Like level 20? Yeah, Arcing. That's how you can tell which supports are like delusional.
I thought you were going to talk about his refresher.
I believe.
Hey, they're going to go for it again.
Another attempted push into the high ground. Maybe he can sit so far back that he could just chip away at this tier 3. But he's got to be careful when his Linken's is down.
Bro takes so much damage. Just from one spear.
So Kuro's trying to get in there, pop that Linken, so we can get a rupture, a life break in. More stabs. Rupture on a challenge. They're going to try and life break, finish him off pretty easily. But that is BKB used by Miracle. LGD just back out. They see GH, they see a gem. FY sees an opportunity to get a kill onto the support, but now he's ruptured. Now he's silenced. He does have the BKB, but he does not have a TP. He just puts that from his backpack into his stash, jump-baited by a gem. Relocate out. Get yourself some bounty runes. It is relocate cooldown. That's what I was going to talk about earlier. You get to level 25, you got the relocate cooldown. You always get those bounty runes.
Dude, he took the 15 health regen. That's a teammate.
Yeah.
Austin, real talk, I've never played this hero. I'm taking the 150 GPM. How dare you?
Haste.
You didn't until I told you. Don't just make assumptions. Alright, so the mythical Liquid Roche fight. So from 22k, they brought it all the way down to 10.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me.
And that probability has gone to about 85%, I would guess.
1% to 15. That's the...
And now another Roshan. I'm going to presume that's going to take it a little bit further. Oh, man. Yeah, oh, okay. Is this right? Mind Control is trying to get a Radiance. What about an Aghanim 7? Be real, this guy's he's just a rupture machine, right?
I don't know.
These guys are all building hurricane pikes and stuff to try and get away from the Huskar. Punish that.
I'm not sure if Radiance is the play too, though. You've got MKBs already.
Yeah, but everybody has MKBs. The missed percentage chance doesn't help.
Kind of annoying. The damage over time. More damage over time. I'd be kind of down with like a blade mail or something.
It helps him push.
Like a hex.
I mean, I would be down with their first stun. 47 minutes.
It's kind of crazy that the game is what it is right now. Despite that, 2 sets of racks down, they weren't able to win a fight, and the gold lead is now cut down to 8,000.
They've got double global silence ready to go. Like, is it time? Is it time for Liquid to walk across the river? Are they ready to go into the Forbidden Zone? First, they're going to smoke up and stay on their side of the map, go through their own jungle. Away with the Wisp Balls. You catch somebody on the side of the trees. It's going to be Curl finding FY. TP out. What a play from FY.
They'll get their stun, don't worry.
Kadame. Oh, he's seeing it. He sees it. He sees his opportunity to just break a tier 3. Immediately TP's out.
Okay, surely this changes Mind Control's build. Maybe he thinks to himself, like, I need a basher. That's what I need.
Yes!
I told you. That's the thing, is when stupid shit like that happens to you enough times, eventually you get tired of it. You're just like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, There's no way that you should get away with stuff like that often.
Regeneration.
That's just tiresome.
Now the question is, like, he may get the basher, but will he actually get the bash?
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Will he get their very first stun?
I'm sure he will. I'm just saying, it's like, he was so close to that relic, and somebody on his team had to have just thought to himself, guys, this is so dumb. Like, this...
Oh, they got it! They got a stun!
They got 2 now. Now they're just...
Oh, they're rolling! Woo! Sight the vice for Matamba Man.
Joke's on you, Twitch chat. Now there's tons of stuns. They can give him the refresher. All of a sudden, you've got 3. Or no, 2.
I mean, they've even got they've got a BKB piercing disable. Sure, it's based on RNG, but...
I mean, somebody told me that BKB piercing disables are broken.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Infinite stuns. If he hits them real fast, oh boy, everyone's getting locked down now.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
You can't even count the number of stuns that are possible.
And you know what? It adds up. It goes even layers than that. It's like it doesn't even benefit him, Cap.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Because he wants people to move around the map and stuff. When he's got Rupture on, this is just a good team play. That's how you know that he cares more about the win.
Ooh. Do you ever go the 800 Poison Nova AoE? Ever?
kind of talent is that?
I mean, have you seen it? It's gigantic. It fills up the entire...
I know what 800 extra AoE could potentially look like. Because it already shoots it in how... What's the AoE right now? It's 830? Mm-hmm. So you would shoot it, you would double it. Who else do you need to hit with that? The Ancients will feel that shit.
You just farm the entire jungle. You stand here, right? You stand on this neutral spot, and you hit everything.
I don't know if that helps.
You don't kill everything.
Ooh.
You bring everything down to 1 HP.
The Earth.
All right, it is now 76% win probability for Liquid. They have truly grinded this back.
From 1.
From 1%. Liquid are the 1%. They're trying to be the first team to win 2 TIs. Just straight up, but also back to back. You need that kind of strength of will to be able to battle through.
These are the games that test you. LGD is potentially a team that you'll see later on in the tournament.
He's sneaking in. He's going to try and go for the Megas.
TP back, mind control.
You can stop that TP. Global Silence, they're going to have to fight up in the top lane. They're trying to go for GH, but Miracle's fighting out with Maybe. Maybe's going to try and limpo himself away with the Burning Spears to Dart. GH finally goes down. FY ends up going down. Bottom. Ame, he's taking the full lane of grass. Nobody's going to be able to stop this. Finally, the backdoor protection, or rather, the glyph comes in. The TPs are coming out. Ame, he's going to commit it with the BKB. They need the bash. Mind control, get the bash. He doesn't get it. TP, bash. He gets it finally, but it is now against
the Huskers got one too.
A bash on Miracle, the ranged basher.
They're getting, this is how you know.
They are getting desperate. Desperate for lockdown. But Tumba Man is just immediately going down mid.
They want to force some buybacks out here.
They have
Mega creeps are not the worst situation that you can possibly have right now, because the top lane is somewhat dealt with. And if you're fast enough, you can start running down mid, make some headway.
Unfortunately, no Roshan opportunity during this time, but maybe they can get some tier 2s.
You have a cheese essentially in a hero already. Get your built-in with Wisp. You see that Miracle cannot die anymore. LGD's making this play, it means that it's because they no longer believe in their ability to win a team fight. Plus they know that there's no stuns. So
I mean, it might just be the easy play to make.
Yeah, I mean it works both ways.
Miracle, he is blood raged, has burning spear pure damage.
Okay,
he's
so
got
GH,
a wisp behind him.
You can come back in.
And Duff's take of sight. Immediately put onto Ame. They try and go for Lotus Sword. Bounce back. Oh, that's a light break. And a bash onto himself. Oh no! Miracle's going to be sold up for a moment, but GH is keeping him alive. And look at the heal coming out. The pure damage onto Ame will finish him off. That is a dive back. He's dead for 2 minutes. LGD. They surely aren't going to lose.
They're just going to go for the throne.
Kill tier 3, go straight for the tier 4s in LGD. They have to battle it out.
From the Wisp.
It's going to be 4 versus 4. He has to relocate though. They've already blown up Microchip with a glue to bait a little bit more damage. They managed to get the crit. A buyback coming out. X-Nova, Ghost Scepter in. Echo Slam down. They've taken out Miracle. He is dead on the Huskar, but he has the buyback. Matumman's dead as well. Liquid are going to be forced into mass buybacks now as they have to defend their throne as well. Kuro hit by the Fisher. FY slows him up with the enchant totem. He will fall.
And Matumman now suddenly isolated out, gets the blink though just in front of FY, and all buybacks used by Liquid. They can deal with the waves.
Back in GH and Miracle. They go back into this fight. They're gonna go for X-Nova. The Ghost Scepter keeps himself alive. They're going for GH first.
There's too much range right now.
He's trying to stay close range of Chalice, but Chalice with the pure damage. Now knocking away Miracle. Miracle, he has a Satanic trying to heal himself without the Wisp, and he might just be able to do it too. Wisp dropping low and lower. Chalice is gonna end up with the poison on him. He ends up going down. Mind Control has a lot of thirst. He's gonna be able to go for X-Nova. Frostbitten up. Doesn't seem to matter. X-Nova may still die. F1 with a beautiful fissure. Now jumped in on Miracle. Mind Control, he ends up going down and over the yellow thing on the 2. They're both dead. That is 4 dead from Liquid. No buyback. Kuro, the captain, is left against Megas. That is going to be it. LGD finally get the win over Liquid.
Ah, that's some Dota. Liquid, they saw their opening, but Chalice does so much damage. They did such a good job with the spacing too. You have to point out how Maybe played that fight. He utilized the max range at all times, just stayed back, got stun after stun. Once the BKB started to run low on the side of Liquid, not a whole lot of steam left. Close. I thought that game was, I mean, it said 99%. And now we get to this point. Oof.
It's
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
This area of the land cycle,
Yeah.
I think it was like February. They would pick this occasionally into a drow, and they play a lot of Moon Puck with it. But Puck currently the lowest win rate, and I believe all of Dota too. So
Why?
I'm hoping that's not the direction
By the
they
way.
go. I don't know. Does it just not do enough damage?
10
His talents aren't good
seconds
enough? Who knows?
BSJ, you were playing middle for a bit there. Why is Puck not good?
I just think it's the way middle plays right now. Pretty much every mid laner is a tower pressuring,
Geniuses
maybe
turn to
rotating, but usually they're just sitting in their lane. And Puck doesn't fit that playstyle.
Okay.
And then she doesn't get enough, or it doesn't get enough out of the side lanes.
Yeah.
So you have to put it mid, and then there's just heroes that fit the way the game's played better. And a lot of the heroes Puck matches up well against aren't exactly getting picked either.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I think that plays a big role. And
10
if you're
seconds
EG here in
remaining.
this draft, you can ignore the Puck, but you could definitely ban Drow, right?
5
Yeah, you
Right.
probably should. You probably should with the double aura, just multiple range. But let's talk about Arteezy. Okay, you go on.
No, you
I was
first.
just going to talk about the Arteezy Phoenix. Are we going to see it again or no?
I think it worked so well. I think they might save that.
It's 100% win rate.
It is. You just keep that.
And based on that statistic, if they play it every game, they will take TI.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a bold
Think about
claim.
it. No, think about the statistic. 1-0. 100%.
100%.
But one thing I was a little bit surprised about this Phoenix is they already have a ranged DPSer that has an attack speed buff built in on the Maulana. So it is a little bit odd to me that
So just one of those strategies that make it easy to play Dota.
proper plural pronunciation. You can disjoint the impetus with his Sakuchi, and generally if you can just ignore Enchantress while getting farm, that's quite a good way to deal with her, because she doesn't flash farm, and Weaver's a hero that once he gets BKB, shreds her in the mid game. So we'll probably see Diffusal BKB coming out from the Weaver, and it can be played, they could honestly have Maulana be 1-2-3, and Weaver could be 1 or 2. Or 1 or 3. And they do, hey, I said Kunkka.
You did?
I did.
I think.
You said it.
Yeah, and that's just really good against the Weaver Maulana was what I was thinking. Both heroes positional based on their spells.
And not just that, but it's got great synergy with Ench Phoenix, two heroes that have no lockdown whatsoever and love playing with the Kunkka. In addition, the run buff, when you have the sustain of a Phoenix and the egg, the sustain of the Ench, like, if you don't burst these heroes down, they're going to get their spells off. And in the case of Phoenix, he's going to get the egg off.
MINESKI needs a hero that wants to take long fights.
And who would that be?
I'm thinking it's probably a support here. I can't imagine this Weaver's a support. Maybe. Have we seen a 4 Weaver yet? It's something I've been seeing a lot in pubs.
Not this tournament.
Okay. It's funny because you'll generally tend to see a little bit of what from pubs bleed in.
Oh, I mean, Enchantress, obviously.
Because these players are practicing somewhere.
Do we like this Venge? We talked about it at the start of the day.
I
so
like it
far,
more than... Nah, I don't like this.
I'm not a fan. It just feels like just not good.
We saw some sick swaps.
What about Oracle?
If your biggest thing is a save, right? That's the thing with Oracle too, right? I hate a hero that if you're there for a save, right? It just feels like such a weird hero in a laning phase meta when your best ability is past the laning phase to save someone else. Very odd.
I feel like you just pick Phoenix instead.
Yeah.
Like, just this hero seems to have the... It's got like 4 active spells. All these heroes, they just have too many abilities. They do so much damage. Feels like if you just get your spells off on any target during a fight, you're going to have more influence than Avenger.
Most notably, a lot of these supports are very survivable. Protect themselves.
Yeah, what happened to Wonder Wyvern? Why is he not picked or banned recently?
I've seen him a couple times this tournament, but he definitely has fallen off a lot compared to like the Summit, or in general, it just felt like a powerful laning hero. I don't know.
It's the changing course too. I mean, you've got you have Ench, Maulana, Pug,
Weaver.
Yeah, all just top picks, and you can't play Wyvern into them. And they go Lina. I like it in the sense that it's another egg killer. is really good against Enchantress, but holy
this is the perfect
guacamole,
TA
MINESKI
game.
is squishy.
And they're just picking TA, and this game's over. Sorry, it's not over, but TA is a very good pick here.
How good? Scale of
So
1
good.
to 23.
23 being good, I would say 24.
That's not on the scale, BSJ.
Yes.
So you think it
Out of all the lane counters, TA owns Lina,
Yep.
and they don't have any damage.
You can survive that. I think Storm actually owns this entire MINESKI draft.
They have
Even
all
Lina.
delayed stuns.
Yeah, it gives you the reach that just slaughters heroes like Maulana Windra Lina. They're very squishy. You get that Kaya Orchid, one pick off, all of a sudden your BKB timing, you're the strongest hero for the rest of the map. And with Kunkka, you get to do those really cool plays with X's. You zip all the way in or from base. It allows you to abuse teleports to get free regen. And if Storm's able to just fill his mana pool every 80 seconds, like, it just feels so good when you're on map at all times.
So it's not TA, so we wasted about 2 minutes earlier, but all is forgiven.
Yeah, I don't know why Kyle suggested that
Yeah,
pick.
it was
Just
strange.
made no sense if you really put it on paper.
All right, but here we go.
I like the Nyx ban
Yeah.
against Phoenix, the Enchantress, and the Storm.
Yeah. And now, so what are these last picks going to be looking like? Obviously, an Arteezy here on MINESKI's side. They're looking for, unless it's a support hero, I believe? Or do you think Maulana could possibly support? Is there any chance of that? We did see a little bit of that.
I mean, we saw we haven't been seeing anyone pick PL this tournament, but once again, feels like a good PL game for Arteezy.
I think that's too much. You got a Storm. I don't think you need anything crazy. Just something that does tower damage.
Whoa. The 2 minutes
Thank
were
you.
not wasted.
Thank you.
And
There's no
just-
way they weren't picking TA.
Then
Just
why
like
didn't
I said.
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't
they
pick it.
just-
Like, I don't know what the deal is. Like, I guess
chill,
side lane Storm.
Chill.
I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm chill.
Okay.
I'm cool.
Because you were correct.
Hold
but-
me back. Hold
but
me back.
Isn't this is strange, right? Where
The Storm's
you're
going side
Storm
lane.
and TA. Yep.
I've never seen the Storm side lane this year.
Last time I
but-
remember it was like Mason and
It could be-
Arteezy, yeah.
I would say TA side lane, but there's no way.
No,
Put
you're putting
side.
TA mid if you pick it against Lena.
What do? You got bamboozled just now, MINESKI. You got 30 seconds.
Wham
What do
bam, thank you,
draft?
ma'am.
I got bamboozled. Oh, the heck?
Yeah,
is going on?
everyone watching is bamboozled.
And people questioned me.
They
Do you
did?
remember the
I bet
woozles?
we could have looked at chat. Huffalumps and Woozles?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
my man.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is why I love you guys, because no one else.
Because we know Winnie the Pooh.
Dude, you don't understand, man. I was rocking a Schoolhouse Rock t-shirt yesterday, and no one got it.
Yeah.
No one even knew what that was.
I remember.
I'm just,
You keep doing you, Kyle.
man, I'm
Well,
just
here we
trying
go.
to sing conjunction.
We're gonna find out. It's Tango.
Is it what?
So is it support Maulana?
It has
or
to be
Weaver?
support Weaver.
Or Lena?
It's
It could
support.
be any three.
I like support Lena a lot more than the other
This is
one.
an Arteezy TA, by the way, not a. So is it gonna be a side lane, or is that seems?
I don't
I mean,
know.
have you seen Arteezy play Storm?
Yeah, and yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it good?
I mean, he played middle a long time ago.
Oh, I was
Pretty
just
good.
wondering because I haven't seen it. So,
It's been a long time. I mean,
It
obviously he's
depends.
good, but
What year are we in?
2000 carry the 18.
I wouldn't let Arteezy play Storm. though.
Okay. Okay.
so it is Moon, Lena, Ninja Boogie, Venge. We still haven't learned.
So it is a mid Lena.
Yep.
I said support Weaver. That was my call.
Let's see.
I will say
Oh, got him.
Jabs Weaver.
Ice Pango is pretty nice.
He's pretty good at this hero.
Indeed.
Kills Enchantress really well.
He was the guy that really showed everyone why this hero was nuts, and it was a big part of the one major that MINESKI won,
Yes.
DAC.
Very big.
Yeah, he was like, it became a must ban or he was going to own you, and I think that it's great for him, but it's a terrible Pango game.
Why is that?
You hate playing against Kunkka because it just removes your swashbuckle, and W is escape mechanisms. You just get extra.
You can still use your ult though.
True, but you can get clicked by S4 Zench during your ult. Storm hunts you. You hate playing against TA because of the refraction. And Sun, it's just a rough game. It's a rough Pango game.
I think he can make it happen though.
What about this Jabs Weaver? What is your What do you do in the laning phase as a support Weaver? Do you just right-click and run through him as Sakuchi, or what do you do?
Yeah, I think you're just trying to remove the Phoenix. Like, I think you put the Weaver in the Phoenix lane, and you just kind of stick him on the Phoenix, pulling the Phoenix away from your core to basically soak up the attention to enable your core. I think he'll go with the Pango and just kind of let the Pango play his own game.
I think you play this Enchantress with your Weaver Venge Maulana, and you absolutely dumpster the Ench Conquered off. And your Pango is going to be top. It's a Phoenix and a...
Okay, so
Sorry, I was looking at items to help me decide that.
That's
what
kinda
do you want to
cheating.
know? You want?
It's a side lane TA.
Whoa,
I just want to point
I told you it was a side lane
It
TA.
is?
You did say that.
Well,
I have no idea what's
so
going
why
on.
do you not like side lane TA, BSJ? We'll go with
It's
that.
just a hero that heavily relies on solo XP and also being close to her tower early on. Because she is susceptible in the early, like, 2 or 3 levels to ganks.
All right, so here's the
And
question.
pressure.
Did EG just double bamboozle MINESKI?
They double bamboozled us.
They're going to send Lina to side lane 2, expecting the TA mid.
No, he has mid items on the Lina. I just want to say that we have bird's eye view, and we're surprised by what we're seeing. And so MINESKI may get a bit caught off guard, but they might just be okay with, hey, they're not putting TA in this incredibly favorable matchup mid. We mentioned it was a very good TA game, but was it good enough to pick it for a side lane?
Isn't that what makes Dota so great? This is not something we see every day.
We've seen Arteezy
Phoenix
support Phoenix, and we've seen Arteezy side lane TA all in one day. And this is why he's won how many TIs?
Yeah, and even in other games, right? We saw Kuroki playing Clinks as well. Just a lot of just Dota. That's Dota, baby.
So a little bit of scouting from both teams.
No one spotted anything yet.
He does have a ward
except
top
over
to see
here.
the Venge, but that doesn't really tell you anything.
Tells you he's got 2 mangoes and he's gonna spam a lot of stuns on you.
Or Wave of Terrors.
You know what, though? TA versus Pango, especially if he's putting a 1v1, like, you actually crush this matchup.
I have to believe MINESKI is not going to try lane.
Oh, there's gonna be a fight top. It
That's
looks
what
like
you said.
Enchantress will get stunned up. Crit will get it. Pango's healed, and he's gonna get both of them in the bottom side as well. But Fly taking so much damage. S4 just right-clicking gems. Sakuchi doing a ton of damage, but Ninja Boogie will get the kill. And it looks like they're gonna get a bunch of runes as well as first blood. So a nice start there for MINESKI.
So Grant, why are they tri laning on MINESKI?
They're not.
Oh, I thought they were tri laning top.
They're going to.
Jabs looks like he's trying to snipe the courier first.
I mean,
He knows Sumail's the
I
courier.
think that, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, and it's a matchup that you really need to curt your spam as well. Storm versus Lina, it's textbook trade HP, get gold, buy regen.
Courier's coming. They just left base. He's waiting. No. Jabs.
What are you
Patience.
doing?
Patience.
No, Jabs!
Oh,
he didn't
man.
even have a CS yet. Of course he wasn't using courier.
Well,
They got 3
Disaster.
bounty runes on MINESKI. He didn't have gold for Salve until he got a CS.
Does TA win this side lane matchup? I know she would win if it's mid.
TA definitely beats Pango 1v1.
yeah, Colin just recently said.
How many times have you played this matchup in the side lane?
I have personally played in games competitively with side lane TA, like at least twice, which is 2 more times.
That's 2 more
anyone
times
else
than
in
I
the
have.
scene.
Yes, than I have.
Well, bottom.
And that's who we're comparing it to right now.
AK top.
You do have regen problems though, and he is getting outlaned right now.
Arrow
He's never
will
getting the
whip.
courier.
Arrow's gonna whip, but we do see Fly just taking a ton of damage, gonna have to flask up. We do see a pop-up on Jabs from the Torrent, but he just squeezes on through there. Then we'll go take a look at bottom here. They're just right-clicking each other.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Gonna go bottle on Pango. Pretty necessary for his regen.
I really like what Ice has done.
Oh, Stun's gonna go up and Enchant. He does get the heal off. Will it be enough? Sure won't. Torrent only hits onto 1. MINESKI. Another successful kill in this trailing. Look at the gold lead already. More than 1,000 gold.
Maulana has no salve though. I mean, he's very low.
It does have 3 tangos though.
Mid lane, somehow putting in favor of Sumail. If only that courier snipe had worked out.
Pretty even still though.
I don't know if this matchup is supposed to be close to even. The DD on Lina will certainly help him out though.
And here we go. Ninja Boogie as we saw. Eats the mango, has boots, by the way, and here comes the arrow. Fly's actually going to tank it for S4, and I'm pretty sure that was a guaranteed kill on one of them, and Fly's just going to eat it anyways. Helps
only
S4.
level 1 on S4 in there. Okay, he just got level 2 now, but they were level 2 on all the heroes of MINESKI, and that's really important when you're in a tri lane to hit that timing. If you're in a tri-v-tri, the minute you get level 2 and the opponent does not have all their level 2s, that most heroes are about twice as strong when they hit level 2.
Like you talked about, look at that, the double damage Lina. He has not gotten it. He has been 10-1 for about 2 waves now. Moon is just going to dominate him in this favored match, like you said.
He had the creep wave dragging with him to the rune as well, so he guaranteed hill. And now he just sits there, as you said, wins 2 waves for free. I like what Sumail chose to do. He's going to try and stack that hard camp.
Ortiz is doing a side lane bottle on TA. Right. That would imply he gets courier usage, though.
Eventually. No, he'll just buy it at the side shop, please.
You don't think he's going to walk all the way over there?
I mean, he's not going to get the courier walking all the way to base. That's really far from mid.
That's fair.
Well, the courier flies now, though. That was a little bit quicker.
Maybe he's got really wishful thinking now. It looks like he's got the Wraith Bandit Tangos on there.
Well, it looks like Sumail's going to heal, so... Oh, yeah, you're right. So he's just going to go for the Aquila.
Sumail's super good at Storm, though, in these type of situations. Yep. We've seen... I've seen it time and time again whenever he plays in these, like, terrible matchups. I don't remember what tournament it was, but he got shut down mid with, like, a tri-lane almost, and he came back and crushed that game after starting, like, 0-4.
And this is really nice from EG, just to be efficient. Even though it's just a couple of creep waves, throw the Phoenix mid. It looks like Sumail's actually going to buy bottle and go to the jungle. I like this decision because you're not really going to get much once Lina outlevels you middle.
And you're not shutting down Lina either.
Exactly.
You're not doing anything different than your support would. Yep. A lot of questions about when you should leave the lane or a good idea to give your support the lane is, can my support fill the same purpose in this lane that I can? And if the case is yes, then why waste your time in the lane?
Stun on S4. Is level 2 now. The burst, will it be enough? Looks like it will. Mushi with the leap.
And that's that's the leap attack speed coming into play. And Chantress is only level 2, which that untouchable is incredibly underwhelming nowadays at level 1.
If he gets level...
Oh, Mango eat. Is S4 just going to die again? Gets arrowed in S4. He is going to go down. That's a TP, and wow, S4 just gets bodied.
Let me tell you from personal experience, when you die and TP back into lane and die, your game is incredibly... Like, you are set back so far in terms of time. That is like 3 minutes or so before the Enchantress will be back where he should be. At least.
Is there... I feel like, I'm just thinking in my head, TA counters Lina harder in lane than anything else.
And Storm would do fighting against
And
Pango.
Storm crushes a melee Pango. Yet they didn't do those lanes.
That's really odd.
Well, we're going to watch this.
Oh, they stacked the stuns. Oh, but they have the ult.
Sorry, I missed. I was watching the bounty right
I love the Aquila on Lina. He knows that the Storm is left lane, so Aquila enables almost any hero in the game to pressure tower.
Yep.
That aura for the creeps makes them take 1 extra tower shot per creep. And he has the siege creep coming up as well. So I like the kill, but I wouldn't even mind if they waited till the siege creep wave to do that.
I think it's just a... it's a good point. It's super annoying when you catapult kids of Fire Spirit, as you can see.
He's Fire Spiriting the siege creep, which is cheeky because this is going to go down to the next tower shot.
Might get denied, though. Shouldn't.
Okay.
Could have actually denied it. He had the time to do it.
This is the first time we've seen an absolute free farm Lina, at least for me, in a long time. And I think this hero can be quite scary.
Uh-oh, top again, S4. See you later, my friend. Another kill. Now they're actually going for more now. They have level 4 on Mushi, and they're just bullying S4.
This is exactly what I mean. This is how you address Enchantress. Just kill him. Especially when you have 3 ranged heroes that deal this much damage. Like, there's no way for S4 to ever come back into the game. The problem that teams have dealing with Ench is that they don't shut him down. He hits level 6, and he abuses your safe lane. But that's not the case here.
Yeah, but bottom lane is going well for EG at least. He is out-leveling him on the TA, and we all know how it is to deal with the TA that's level 6. The traps do so much damage. He has no sentry.
Uh-oh, S4. S4 is in quite the pickle. Bug stun. Arrow will miss. Torrent does help out a little. They need to kill that bug. Crit does help, and with that heal, barely survives. Wait, also about a minute and a half ago, MINESKI got all 4 bounty runes, as well as having 2 bottles, so they're pretty happy with what's going on. What is this just going to, is this possibility of just a 20-0 game run over, or do you think, what does Sumail need to do, right?
It's the bottom lane. It's the bottom lane right now. That's the key factor for EG.
Yeah. It's just crazy. That DD rune top completely changed the makeup of this game. Storm has not come back to mid lane.
I've learned the counter to Sumail mid.
Yeah,
get a DD.
Just get a DD. It's that easy.
Just
that easy.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe's here somewhere, right? Just go up to Gabe Newell, be like, "Hey, man, I really need some help. Can
you just spawn a DD at 2 minutes, please?"
Yes, top.
Specifically top. Yes, when we're dire.
It is slightly closer to the mid lane.
Yes. Because if it's at 4 minutes, it's probably too late.
So here's the thing: you are tri-lane though, but you look. Remember last game we were talking about how everyone was such a high level. This game, because those tri-lanes, everyone's so low. Yep, they're gonna go for him. Kunkka though should go down, but
Lina missed uphill. Okay, yeah, the first like 2 attacks missed uphill.
You're still probably a little more happy though that it did kill the Kunkka, not your Storm. But this should be a tier 1 tower more than likely. No, they back out. Are they just scared more heroes are coming, like the TA, or they know TA's bottom?
TA is not a hero that's ever going to rotate to this. TA has no desire to leave. TA does the same thing bottom as she would mid. It's a playstyle of the hero, and what hero is really going to take bottom if he doesn't? Like when we talked about what Storm was doing mid, he wasn't shutting down the Lina if he stayed. TA is shutting down the Pango by staying here, so instead he's not going to rotate.
Oh. S4 getting run down by Ninja Boogie. A stun into an arrow could definitely still be a kill. Torrent will miss, but barely gets out.
To follow up on your point, I think one of the dumbest things you can do in the current meta is when you're winning your safe lane alone as a core.
Any side lane.
Yeah, like don't ever leave a side lane that you're dominating.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do on the map that'd be more impactful.
Yes, and giving that guy, even not only taking away your own farm, but giving like a Pango 3 or 4 free creep waves is a huge deal.
Oh, S4 gets the heal off.
Jazz?
So courier? Will it be a courier kill?
Oh,
no, it's fine.
S4 is still doing okay top, level 5.
Smoke on mid lane though.
Yep, it is going to be one around the backside. Moon is playing pretty far up. There it is. They're going to go for it. Slow him down. X plus the Torrent will come. Will hit. Will they get the kill before everyone rotates it? Not quite yet. Sumail does dodge the stun. But it looks like he will go down. He's actually stuck. But now, Isaias gets the kill to 1-for-1 trade right there. Or pardon me.
That's the problem I have with Lina nowadays, is even when she gets a lead, no matter what, she's still killable.
Enchantress is going to die as well. Gets heal off, but dies. And if you didn't know, Arteezy did kill the Weaver as well bottom, so he's having a good game. But
how
so
does a TA kill a Weaver?
With an outplaying good side lane.
Yeah, I guess he probably caught him on a trap when he came out of Sakuchi.
You're saying you've never died to something stupid, BSJ, that you shouldn't die to?
If I'm not supposed to die, I will never die.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like I've casted a few of your games and seen.
Yeah, I mean, that was somebody else on my account.
Yeah. Well, look at this. Crit is trying to farm at level 6, and it is a 2K lead still for MINESKI. How do you push this lead, I guess is the term?
It's tough. They don't have any natural tower pressure, and that, as to BSJ's point, when your Lina is the one snowballing, you never really feel secure because you always die. Like, you will die to rotation.
Lina pushes advantages by hitting more creeps.
Yeah, hitting more creeps.
For a Yule Scepter, maybe a Shadow Blade. But, like, look at his items queued up. He's going to play his own side of the map and like the Dire Ancients until he gets that Yule Scepter, and that's just the way Lina has to play.
And it's a rough game too as it scales on because you're playing against TA Storm, 2 heroes with incredible jump potential. You're never really able to feel secure in your position on the map.
Yeah. But he's never walking past the river despite how far ahead he is. A lot of these mid laners will play up in your face, but Lina's just not that type of hero. And
Storm was at 2,000 net worth to Lina's 3,000. The game's progressed. They've stayed even. Yes, Lina's ahead, but the disadvantage hasn't changed.
This is what Lina does when she's ahead, though. So the fact that she's not pulling more ahead is speaking like to what EG's trying to do. They are ganking the Enchantress top with the Pangolier.
There comes the roll in. Will finally hit. No heal off yet, even though it was off cooldown. But down here, it looks like Kunkka's gonna die. Oh my goodness.
BB.
Laguna comes through, and that's a quick 2 kills. They as well got the... No hero is middle, but I believe either Sumail or Fly missed it an eye on middle tower, so they get the gold.
Arteezy almost has a blink dagger on the TA. 11 minutes into the game, so he's their X factor this game. Him and Sumail still having good games despite what it looks like in terms of the 3K lead as well as the 12-2 kill lead.
Still not as good as their counterparts, though, in Mushi and Moon right now.
It's just one of those where the game looks worse than it is.
Uh-oh, middle, though. It is only a level 1 pulling, but that Sunray doing so much. It should be a kill. It is. Fly gets in. Damn, that percentage-based damage.
I feel like when a lot of teams are down this patch, there's not too much playmaking ability, but EG still has it. And that's the key here. They have Kunkka X.
Where's he going?
TPing.
Well, S4 died. Is he? He could have just
S4's not a hero in this game.
Yeah, I'm just watching. He is just walking all the way around.
He's going to keep dying. Enchantress is one of those heroes that has no other way to play the game.
Ooh, misses the torrent. They know he's not there now. They actually saw him, and now he's going to miss the rune because they go for the kill. Jabs should sneak it here. He does. Nice play there by Jabs. And a little
meanwhile, Mushi pressuring top, going for the Yasha. Probably first item Manta, if I had to believe.
That's
deals with traps, deals with the Orchid from Storm, deals with Phoenix Fire Spirits. You can dodge the X if you're really good.
Bottom. Here we go. They have the Yules now. Will they get the stun on Storm? Sure will. No, they do not. And he just zips away. Will he make it far enough? Far enough, I guess. And there's a lot of heroes from MINESKI coming down here. Traps going to get popped. Jabs will be slow. Pango, he is going to come rolling in. Arteezy, will he get spotted out? Not quite yet. Wave of Terror won't see him. And now Crit will hit it. Oh my goodness.
That was
some
Indiana Jones right there.
Top lane.
Yep, that is a Maulana.
Mushi has to leave this lane pretty soon. Yeah, okay, he's gone.
So
once Enchantress hits 6, Maulana, despite having the lead, just gets harassed down by Impetus. I wouldn't be surprised if they put the Weaver top.
Yep,
because he's the only hero, even though he's a support.
Because even though S4 can bully, he's still not really much of a threat. You just need somebody that can drag creep waves away and not die.
I'd love to see Weaver TP top right now.
Let's see. Has 2 TPs, but they smoke up bottom.
This means they want to make a play bottom over defending the top tower, and they...
Or... Are they going to just run straight for Sumail?
They have the vision.
As long as they hit the stun.
Yeah.
That was a huge kill to miss. I mean, that's obvious, but at the same time, I mean, it's slowing down the Storm makes it so TA's job is much harder. This Enchantress really isn't in the game, so that's even a huge
great
kill.
Fight. They've got a ward.
Yep, nice counter ward by Ninja Boogie, actually, but it doesn't want to get rid of the smoke. But they see Arteezy. This is such a big sentry ward.
They broke the lane
out. Yep. And there, they do get the ward eventually now.
Mango TP's in as well. Does he have a Blink Dagger?
Are they defending this?
He does not have his Blink Dagger. 700 gold off.
And this is going to be a straight 5-on-5 fight, it looks like, at 14 minutes in here. Illusion Rune. By Ice. Another kill goes down. They're going to throw one up in the air. It is S4, and you're going to die as well, my friend.
Yeah, you can't win that fight if you're EG, can you? Like
you have TA Storm are the heroes with good games.
Yeah,
and those heroes don't do that. They don't march down lanes until push objectives.
And they got your ward too. Like you have no advantage.
MINESKI did all the things they needed to do in terms of dewarding wards as well as traps. That's a very important aspect of taking a fight against TAs. If the TA has traps to slow you down as you're running in, like your supports are just casually taking 250 damage as they're walking into the fight.
That's a very good point. That's game changing. If you're taking that fight, not to mention EG didn't have detection for the Maulana invis, and they shouldn't. I think they even saw it.
Yeah, and look at that.
And I think Arteezy had time to react to that Venge stun too. Must have been looking at something else in the fight. Going on to the Pango bottom, manages to swashbuckle his way out of there. He's low mana. Has no mana for time lapse on the Weaver. Has it now. There.
Arrow does hit, and now we have the Starstorm. Don't need it, no mana. They just get the kill. Now as simple as that.
Wow. So TPing top on Pango. They're looking to go again. They have Blink Dagger. He's ready to roll it up. I think that's exact quote from Arteezy.
Let's see.
In the worst of Arteezy, Pangolier is the worst hero in Dota 2.
Yes.
Like direct quote. I'm not. This is not his real.
I call him out on that one too. But here we go. TA will get hit twice. Does still have the refraction. The blink just keep going. And now look at that. We do have a torrent, but it will get Yules off. Now a slow's gonna come. Here comes the egg. Moon should just melt down to TA. Sure will.
What is he doing up there?
Wait. I need to know, Fly, you didn't get your dust? Your dust, you were an egg, you didn't get it? Well, see ya. It's crits, by the way, but they don't want that.
Look at the wards MINESKI placed, though. It's real nice, and that's why I'm very surprised they were caught sleeping. They have these aggro wards placed up top.
Let's see the follow-up rotation, yeah. They know how many reinforcements, but mid lane, they have a DD on Weaver. Whoa! Yeah! Got him! That's half health on Enchantress. He'll be able to, heal all of that off in it's now off cooldown.
It's funny when stuff like that happens in game. Like you just laugh a bit. Like it's just like, all right.
It just makes you giggle.
Yeah.
He tried.
I guarantee S4 in comms just said like "what" in a Swedish accent. Like
Direct quote, too.
That's all.
That's about the only reaction you got. You're just like, I'm just farming here, and you when you're an Enchantress, you're thinking about what kills you, and it's not a Weaver Venge.
Oh, look at
and
that.
So you're seeing, you're like, what?
Well, they find, doesn't look like if they hit an arrow here.
Oh!
Sumail saw it the last second.
What a
Zips
player.
out. Has Kaya now. That's pretty late, Kaya, though. MINESKI, their 6 cap. It is 19-4.
We are one away from the memes.
Yeah. When do you go for Roche? Can you, as MINESKI, do you need more damage on the Lina? Is that like?
You need to take control of that area by killing traps as well as a hero.
Oh,
Yeah, he disjointed
the meld hit doesn't.
But the urn.
And yeah, this is looking bad. Arteezy is just gonna get brought down.
Sentry
here.
still sees him there barely.
Simple kill there from MINESKI, and they pick it up. Now Storm is going to be zipping on in, but look at this. He dodges a stun so far. Hasn't been thrown out yet. They will get 1 kill. That is a killing spree, surprisingly. Fly spots out. Oh my goodness. Ice.
Good golly gosh. Dude. He does get out, and that kill on the Venge really doesn't mean anything.
It's gold. But,
you don't kills on supports, it's all about what you get objectively. And EG has 4 heroes on the same side of the map, not getting.
Want to win this game for his team. The Orchid timing is everything right now.
Spirit Vessel owns everyone that isn't Storm.
Oh, boat. Just clearing out a creep wave, it looks like.
They're smoked up on Venge and Lina. They're looking to make things happen.
Boat too.
Blink Dagger Lina.
Yep.
Not very common. You almost always see the Yules into Shadow Blade.
I don't mind it. They have more catch now. You've all a team fight from Pango. Don't make him go in first. Get the Blink Yules into stun. That's arrow follow-up.
I think you still make the Pango go first, but the Lina can be great immediate follow-up. I think Lina going in first
they
dies.
both can follow up. They both can initiate. Okay. Now you're not all in on the idea.
I'm pretty sure in the comms, I'm saying Pango can go first without just immediately dying.
I'm saying the comms are, guys, we got to play to win.
Baby.
Exactly.
Man. They should put that in the game, I think.
Tinker ward up.
Top lane. Enchantress doing what Enchantress does, but he is not feeling like a hero in this game.
What do you mean? He's got a creep and a hero.
I mean, he's
killing it.
He doesn't feel like the impact that we've seen from Enchantresses in the off lane.
Looks like
he's the one running away when everyone on the side of MINESKI is like showing in other lanes.
Grant, are you surprised that people don't tri-lane? Like, it seems effective in a few games here and there, but it's just like people have this rule of... You remember when no one picked Omni Knight?
Yeah.
Just because it was like, you know... It was
a hero that nobody picked forever?
It feels like we have this, you know, unwritten rule. Like, hey, guys...
This is a
no tri-lanes, all right? Like, let's meet. It's like when people used to duel and they actually took 3 paces. Like, I would 100% take 2 paces and fire.
Yeah, and just, I would too.
Fly.
But no, this is life and death situation.
Well, Fly is about to not have life.
This Venge is fast.
Tranquil boots as well as the smoke. We'll get the stun. We'll get another stun from Lina. No, don't need it. Laguna instead. Phoenix will get the tome, but...
Yeah, Tranquil's plus that Maulana bonus move speed from the ultimate. He blinks on Arteezy, has the Urn Charge to cancel the blink, but they're fast enough to kill him.
They are.
He's rolling it up, and he catches the TA. He has refraction. Stuns him again. It's already off because of the Urn Charge.
Boat in the back is going to hit 2 heroes, but won't be enough on the backside. Lina, no Laguna, doesn't need it. They get the kill on Sumail.
Right into Roche. You got the medallion and Bugs up soon on Weaver. Love the buyback as well from Jabs. That's what's going to guarantee them this Roche.
Yep, and MINESKI are now killing it. 23-6.
Look at Mushi's items. I have not seen somebody go this build
in a while. It was reasonably standard, I would say, like a year ago, but...
Isn't this typical Mushi, though? Go some weird items that look...
Weird.
Questionable.
Yeah. He's going BKB next. It looks like possible SNY, but most likely BKB.
But he owns.
Yeah.
That's the key qualifier. Except for when he used to buy Lincolns on Medusa. I finally got him to admit that was a terrible decision.
What?
He used to Medusa? He'd buy Lincoln's Medusa every game.
I mean, when you disagree with somebody 20 times, you have to be right at least once.
Lincoln's
I'll give that
Manta.
to you. Yeah, I'll give that to you, Kyle.
Lincoln's Manta.
You're going to be right once.
That seems pretty no damage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like when you are, if you're blindfolded and you're throwing a dart at a target, it's going to hit sometimes.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. For me, I spin in a circle.
I don't think mathematically that's true. You could just never hit it.
Eventually.
I don't think eventually you would ever.
If you put
true.
If you had an infinite number,
it doesn't matter.
Statistically,
infinitely, they could all just do the same thing as well, and then it wouldn't be the Iliad.
But there's an infinite number.
Yes, and infinitely.
So all possibilities.
Top lane, they're going on the Weaver. They have him dusted up. He's dead.
Yeah,
Gets the Torrent follow-up, but meanwhile, they did lose a tier 2 bottom.
Yep.
And TA still doesn't have a Deso. This was a free farm TA that crushed her lane. And I think this all has to do with the decision to push that tier 1 top.
Roll. Here comes, gets the blink away though. Crit might be in a little bit of
Pangolier going in first.
He is, and now
as always,
he's gonna chase. We're gonna see a leap away from the Maulana, and they are missing Pango ulti now. It's a 10k lead. Do EG want to do something? Well, they're gonna try to find Ninja Boogie. They found him. Can they kill him though? Sure looks like they get the kill on Arteezy. He will be able to fly out. Now his death, so unfortunately the chicken's already up here, but doesn't have his hammer. And now, MINESKI's, I mean, they're still at 9k. Lena's 16.
Gone for an Ags.
Ags?
I am just...
You like it?
Look, I was supporting the blink, but now that it's started to tilt back towards EG's favor, I'm going to begin to criticize MINESKI ever so slightly, just to cover my bases.
When did it start turning?
When he bought blink into Ags.
You think? I mean, they're still up 9k.
He's not going to scale, though. Like, it's the same issue I had in the previous game. Like, your hero, top of the net worth, is not going to scale to do damage. What if he Ags ults the refraction or the egg?
One slight misstep and he dies too.
Not to mention burst is innately less effective
that's
against
gonna hurt.
Punkabo. And the storm can juke it. You have 3 heroes that could potentially juke your ultimate.
But what if he just plays perfectly and they end this game in 6 minutes?
They have a gem on this Pangolier. That's a really good purchase against this TA's traps. Dewarding their entire own jungle. They're saying, we're going to 5-man commit with this Aegis to push you out of our top half of the map. That's where EG wants to play.
Arrow will miss.
But it sees 2 heroes.
Here we go. We're going to see Trap does get put down. And look at this. They still have the ward. They're giving him vision. They finally get it dewarded, but it's
I love this gem pickup.
It's just a 5-on-5 right now up top right now. This is a little nerve-wracking.
I don't think EG can take fights if they don't have wards and traps.
I thought they learned their lesson. This is not the right area of the map.
Wave of Terror swap possibly. There's going to be war. He does swap back. Does he have the heal? It is healing him a little. Will it be enough? Egg gets popped. They still didn't kill him. Now as 4 goes down, Moon's dead in the backside though. In comes the rolling Pangolier sword. There goes the egg. It was so close to going off, but it won't. Arteezy gets the kill as well. It's a 3 for 2 right now. Make it a 4 for 2, and Arteezy is dusted up currently. Does blink away. Do we have any stuns? We do not. And as simple as that, if the egg explodes there, maybe, but ifs and buts.
That's the Maulana that I mentioned in the draft. Like, he leaps and he hits for 220 bonus attack speed against an egg. He didn't get Fire Spirited. He killed that half health, like, almost instantly. The Weaver did half the work, and Maulana came in for the finish. And
if I were to select one hero after this day 1 of groups, that stock will certainly rise, it's Maulana.
Yeah.
I think it's super strong in this meta. It can be played on essentially any position, and the talents are too good. The mana break, you get 220 attack speed per leap.
yeah,
That's not okay.
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
The prize is mine.
Last time I added the numbers, that was a lot. And we're seeing Storm farming up, might get caught. Doesn't have the Yules quite yet on Pangolier, making it so his setup's not quite as efficient. Venge is looking though, has Wave of Terror to scout if he wants to use it, chooses not to because they converted the Pangolier illusion with the Enchantress, making it so he serves as a nice ward for EG. Sees the Lena as well.
Sunrise there helping out, but Pango is actually coming in now. Hits the backlines. It's only crit right now. Laguna does go off. See you later, S4. And that's a quick 1 for nothing. And now middle, they have the siege unit. They're just going to push this tower down pretty quickly. Top lane will get killed by Arteezy. It's a tier 2, but MINESKI is perfectly okay with that.
He needs his BKB on TA.
Oh, the glyph right before it dies. Maybe trying to buy Arteezy a little bit of time top.
To deny. Oh, nobody gets the last hit. That was the play. Oh, Moon catches him. But he has reflection. He can just blink.
Will go. Misses again.
It's
almost impossible to hit.
You have to blink like it's same frame. You need to land the stuff.
Well, you're saying it's almost impossible, but these are TI players. Should you not expect perfection?
We're not watching Kim Possible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're not?
No.
Oh, well, I thought this was a naked mole rat, but it is a pangolin, so I'm incorrect.
Once again.
And now, Sumail? So what do you... Okay, let's talk about this. What does Ags do in this game? Storm never... you see Ags, but second item Ags?
What? Oh, wow. For some reason, I thought Sumail was going into the enemy base, and I was so confused for a moment, but I'm fine. is it, I assume, just to find the initiation? You want to be able to get Venge +1.
Okay.
I think that's the logic here. But
you can't initiate on one target.
I am not a fan of Kaya Ags. I have never seen this before, so I'm going to assume that Sumail knows something I don't. And maybe, I mean,
that's my assumption every time.
If you Ags grab with Storm into the Torrent boat, like, let's say he got 2-3 heroes, they're all dead. All of them.
Yeah.
And they all get side-bladed.
And you need to, like, 100-0 lockdown to find kills on essentially every MINESKI hero.
They're all maneuverable.
They got Pango as Swashbuckle, Weaver ult, Maulana Leap, the swap, the defensive Yules on Lina, all of these things. If you don't CC them fully, they are fine.
Yeah.
Level 18 on TA now. The biggest one, you know, you get level 3 traps, but well, so MINESKI, how do you close this game out? You just continue doing what you're doing, or are you nervous because his Lina didn't go scaling?
It's all about that second Roche.
Yep. It's unnerving a little bit because you have no real natural method of attaining the high ground. No one's gonna siege the base, but you can just keep winning fights. But I mean, twice now, EG has taken, in my eyes, very poor team fights in the top area of the map.
Ooh. Sumail wanted that regen rune, but Mush'll scoop it up. That's the double. Wait, yeah, used his regen part and looking for the double damage.
They're smoked up, looking to make it happen. Around this Roche, even though it's not up yet, they want to establish control of this area, killing the traps. They can kill the sentries if they want.
TD on Mushi.
Yep, and here we go. Blink forward. Just hit the sentry ward. Arteezy will get Ewelled into the air. Roll comes through. Will get stunned. He gets him onto the high ground, actually, but he can blink down. Over here, we're going to have a BKB popped by Mushi, looking for crit. Here comes the bow, but the rum won't quite be in time. Does hit on 2 of them. He gets the pull. Now the egg is there. They have so much team fight. They will find Ice. Jabs dies as well on the backside. S4 is just running them down. He has the sentry. They get that off. Will Sumail be able to get this? He has a gem. You don't want to lose that. No man as well does get arrowed, but they want this kill.
Yeah, they lost gem. That was huge. And Roche, what's the spawn time on it? Looks like it's about a minute. They will all be up, but they lost the agent, or they lost the gem. And the most important thing there is that Enchantress was sitting in the back, throwing impetus at the Maulana while he's BKB'd.
Where was Mushi at the start of that fight?
He was
in the middle of it.
In the lane, and he BKB'd early and leapt forward and then leapt out.
They have to follow up. Like, this is a perfect initiation. They need Lina or Maulana to follow up on this Pango stun. Instead, he's on top of the high ground. He gets the blink away.
Yeah.
And now look at Maulana. He BKBs early, as you said. He's not doing any damage. The Phoenix has to die there. Pangolier, Ice is doing his job, but now you have a Phoenix getting a free egg off. They're targeting Kunkka after the boat's already gone out. I think if you want to win this fight, if you're Mushi, you got to get in there.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I think TA is a terrible target to choose, though. I think she's the worst target out of the entire team. When he was BKB'd, and that's unacceptable when you have this much of a lead, to let a hero that's had that terrible of a game have that much impact in a fight.
I would say the biggest part of that fight was them taking the fight. You guys said they should not take the fight. They take the fight, and they win.
They lost the fight.
No, I'm talking about EG. You said EG shouldn't take fights.
Well, they shouldn't stand up in the top area of the map as 5, like waiting for
But if you're playing on your half of the map in a defensive position and they force you to fight them, you actually have to fight them.
You want to bait the Pango to roll it up too soon.
I know. I was just quoting you guys as saying they
never roll it up
fights,
too soon.
and they took fights and won.
Yep.
No, they didn't. They were forced into that. That was...
Fran has
spoken. I told you EG was going to come back.
You did?
Yeah.
Are we able to see the cooldown on gem for them? No, we're not. That's really important that that MINESKI can get another gem.
Do you know the cooldown? What is the normal timer? I mean, BSJ, after you buy one.
Let me check here. I believe it's 10 minutes, but I don't actually know.
Okay, we can do our math. We saw him pick it up, but I believe about 25 minutes in, so about 4 more minutes.
I should know that time.
You should.
Kyle, do you know what it is? You're a support player.
I think it's 9 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's
3 minutes left.
Gold.
Oh, the double.
What's the cooldown on
recently? Just Lina?
I mean, any hero plus Maulana.
Okay.
Any stun or slow, honestly, and Lina. Or sorry, and Maulana. Or Lina.
You have to pop your BKBs early though, right? Because if you do get Ags pulled in by Sumail, I mean, that's the problem. It's all about BKBs this game now.
If
right?
EG can get them to go on either the TA or the Phoenix, and the Phoenix doesn't die instantly, I think they just win the fight.
It's just the pull, the boat, the egg. If you get all these abilities off, you have this window where of 10 to 12 seconds where you're going to win the fight. MINESKI, you want immediate burst kills, skirmish, hit and run. You do not want to be sucked into this engagement. Ooh. You want a very long, drawn-out fight that's more multiple skirmishes.
Buybacks are really important here.
Clash.
Phoenix has one, so if they jump the Phoenix, I'm pretty sure MINESKI just loses the fight.
Shadows are going to take us right now, and here we go. Level 18 on that egg.
Rolling it up.
And here we go. They are going to roll it up. And he's up there. They're actually going for the T, but there we go. It's two strikes. Egg is there. It is a nice swap out. Won't matter. Mushi's dead. Everyone is seeming to die, including Sumail. The gem will get picked up on the backside by Ninja, but he's just going to die as well. And this is looking to be almost a full team wipe. Minus
S4 did so much damage there. How much damage did S4 do?
Well, we can wait.
Dude, they didn't have the arrow on top of the TA. Like, if you're going to make this all-in move with the Pangolier on top of the TA, you need to burst down the initial target. And they don't have an arrow.
Why don't they control the TA but kill the Enchantress? The Maulana will legitimately kill him almost instantly.
It is easy for us. We get full vision, right? They do not always get full vision.
That is absolutely true. But I feel like the problem is they have to know it's not acceptable to go on TA.
Oh, and I like this. This is different from Phoenix. He goes for the stun duration over the Icarus dive this game.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe he's level 20. And yeah, here's the fight. Look, they lock down
the arrow
TA
just whiffed.
Yeah, and look at that. You just lock in two. You swap into your own death now. You try to save Mushi. Ninja Boogie tried, but trying isn't good enough.
Die. She did the second most damage.
It's just insane. You're going up into the same choke point. The reason they were winning the fights in the top tier 1 area of the map was because it's a completely open space.
Yeah.
You're allowed to just surround and conquer. Pango has tons of room to maneuver. Same with these mobile cores of MINESKI. The moment you run up like the tightest choke in the game, you just spam all your spells on the entrance. And the pull, the boat, the egg, all these spells are easy to land now. You just put them in the...
Yeah.
I'm upset.
Also, there is a full Shivas now on Fly, so he is reasonably far. He's farmed levels as well as that. And as we look through everyone else's, as Weaver, I mean, he's had these items for quite a bit. He has just fallen off, right? You try to make stuff happen. If you don't, you run out of gold.
So does Sumail take the Electric Vortex talent at level 20?
I think so.
With the Ags.
I mean, you definitely do.
You definitely do.
It's a guarantee. It's a half a second, though.
That's a lot.
It's worth.
Okay,
with Torn and
I mean,
Boat?
I thought he'd take it, but it's like, it seems like such a terrible talent.
Oh my BSJ, my friend.
I'm not saying it's
why you're
wrong
a
to
carry
take it.
player,
It's
not a
just-
skill lane player.
Yes. I can only play right-clicking two-button heroes. Storm has at least 3 activatable abilities.
How often do you see 2 Roches die before the dire tier 1 mid?
That's actually nuts.
Yeah.
You get the point. I love the TA. Arteezy's going straight for the Hex. No Hurricane Pike. He's just going to blink Hex and pick off players.
Also, to be noted, usually, right, Storm is one of the best. They get a big stun right there. That's an easy kill, but he does have the Aegis,
but
not
you can roll it up. You can't be KB on top.
Yeah. Let's see.
Can't blink.
He is going to get the refraction. He is going to be able to blink. And now on the backside, look at this damage coming out from the impetus. But will it be enough? They're trying to chase Ice down. Egg's going to... They have to get out there. No, Mushi's going to try to kill it, I believe, but Ninja Windra, that Fly goes down, but now they're in a bad position. Moon trying to die, but Sumail doesn't really do any damage, and there's the buybacks. They're TPing into the tier 2. Laguna goes, arrow flies, Storm will drop.
The gem down.
That is their gem, like you said. Now S4, he is going to get picked off as well. We don't have any more stuns yet. He's just going to run. Traps are here, possibly slowing him down. Torrent, nicely done, and now Ice gets pulled back, but look at this. Mushi getting right-clicked by S4, and look who else came back. It's Sumail, and he's ready to go. Ice is flying away, but S4, as BSJ has been saying, is outputting insane amounts of damage.
And I'm surprised that they chose that fight to not try and kill TA, because you can't BKB if the Pango is on top of you. It's the frame.
He used his ult, and then they were canceling his blink.
No, but he blinked forwards. He blinked forwards to go for the Kunkka, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did blink forward.
Because that's the scenario where if you just immediately roll up on top of the TA respawn and then yield yourself, he's going to be stunned for a full 4 seconds and most likely able to go down. You can see. So he dies here. Now, if you're Ice, I feel like, look at the positioning of TA now.
It did just
he's going. He can roll on top of him though. He goes for the back line. Now the TA blinks away, and all of a sudden the fight is completely over because the TA has spawned right in the middle of your 350 heroes.
Laguna comes out. That is a lot of pure damage. Enchantress gets the heal off. Torrent both will destroy them instantly. The bullet now by Sumail. Arkeezy is godlike on the side lane. TA 2 buybacks coming. Arrow will hit TA. This should possibly kill. Does Sumail have another pull? Not quite yet. BKB popped by Arkeezy. They're just chasing down Mushu without S4 though.
No gem on Storm anymore.
Yep, not much damage either. Obviously the Storm does nothing without his overload hits, but now they find the Weaver. Is it enough damage? It sure is. Sheep plus Torrent. Moon buys back. Oh, the arrow's actually going to whip because of the Yules, and now the 4-staff away. And this is, all things are coming up EG currently.
Lena can't do anything with all this net worth. Highest net worth on Dire, and you don't feel it. It's not like you look at this fight and you're like, Lena's just manning up on everybody. She's playing like, has to play scared all the game.
I mean, Kyle, you were the one who brought up it looks like you were correct. This build is just, he's not doing anything outside of Laguna.
Everyone has their moment. Expand on this, Kyle.
0 items that increase his damage output.
Yeah.
Realistically, as a worthy value for his gold invested.
Yep.
Blink bots, 0 damage.
Yeah, I feel like mainly you're in a game where if you don't instantly BKB or instantly get your Yules or Blink off, you die.
Yeah.
And that's so hard to play.
I would have loved to see, like, just the standard Yules. Maybe you can skip the Shadow Blade for Blink, I understand that, but you need, like, the damage item. The AC in a game like this? Like, the BKB has to allow you to, like, auto-attack. If you're using it purely as this, like, caster style where you're just trying to blink in, outplay people, I just don't feel it.
I feel Shadow Blade just way better, even if you have this Maulana. It's just so nice, not for the sake of being the better item for picking people off, but protecting yourself.
And damage output as well.
Storm has to have a gem if he jumps you. And if he jumps you, he has to know where you are, which means he has to have like a sentry on you preemptively.
Ooh,
I don't know. It just seems really hard for them to kill you if you have a Shadow.
Dire hits a nice scan though. I mean, this smoke gang, right? If EG does succeed, more than likely game, but MINESKI will stick to their base. They haven't even lost to tier 3 yet. They're down 6K, but I mean, a good fight. Pango, right? You get a good 2-man roll. It's just scary. Right? This Sumail item build combined with the Kunkka, I think it's just a game changer.
And so cool too to see the Storm. I don't know if I've ever seen a Storm with this item build.
Oh, look at this middle. Are they going to look for Arkeezy? They see him. They're going to go. Oh my goodness! He blinks to the right, gets the BKB off. Are they just going to find no one? They will not. They do use his, I believe. What was his BKB at? That was a 6, so he's down to 5. But he lives.
It's worth.
And they get the bounty. It's 2 for 2 bounties, so no change.
Yep. I like this with Roche down, Fly making his team just play top, mid and bottom waves. Easy to just control high ground, starve the map out. And with ults down, maybe you look to threaten base a bit, but no, you just like the free T2 bottom.
You take this tier 2 while Roche is down, because when Roche is up, you can't afford to play top and bottom, so it gives them this ability to shift this side and then go back to the top half of the map.
I like Jabs just cutting the creep wave with the bugs. It doesn't succeed, but does slow them down a little bit.
And they're not even committing that hard to bottom. They know that the creep that's enchanted by Enchantress will just take it slowly but surely, and I don't know, it just feels like the entire, obviously the net worth tells us that the pace of the game has changed, but it feels like EG's the one dictating what happens next in this game.
Y'all remember what is it F7 for the graphs? I'm nervous to hit it now.
I wouldn't hit any buttons.
Yeah, I'm not hitting any buttons. But it is, obviously MINESKI is up by about 10K, and now look at this. BKB will just 4-staff instead. We'll have BKB on the backside though. Sumail's going in, gets some pulls. Impetus is just flying out. Ninja Boogie will die Sumail. Yule's on the backside, Moon on himself. The Impetus damage will be enough though, destroys him, and now we're gonna see a Torrent coming out. Won't hit anyone. Won't hit anyone, but it won't matter. And yeah, Jab, he's like, I gotta make something happen, but Fly should be able to get his egg up. They should maybe be able to bring it down. Any leaps? They do have leaps. Will they need it? He didn't leaps away, and now...
Oh, he tried to get the high ground.
Pangolier will die as well, and there's no buybacks. Is that just game?
Yep, that's game. Nobody has buybacks.
Good game.
Just,
wow. What a crazy, it was just MINESKI dominating the game. Sumail makes a strange item decision from our perspective. Moon makes a strange item decision as well. It doesn't work out, and EG 2-0's the other leader of the group.
I would say that it's different, but I think both players know and understand the style they chose. I just disagree with Moon that was appropriate for the game. What Sumail did was, it made logical sense. It's just, he sacrificed a lot of his ability to go late game, but it's not as punished because he has an Enchantress, a TA, a